Hey, what's up guys? In this video we're going to be going over the vintage tape module in Ozone 7. It is this icon right here. We'll click on that. It'll appear right down at the bottom. Tape is a weird thing to me. It's a voodoo thing. I've never been in front of a reel-to-reel tape machine. I don't know how they work. I've never cleaned one, but I do know that it is a mixture of compression and saturation. It compresses and it saturates when it's printed onto tape. It's pretty interesting, and yeah, it does add some magic, and I'm going to be going through it. So basically the sound goes in. There's the input drive. If you drive the input into tape, it doesn't clip. What it does is it saturates. So, I'll give you an example. Right? It adds a very dark color to it, or not a dark color. It adds, a lot of saturation. You can adjust what kind of saturation. You can adjust whether the saturation or distortion is bright or dark. So I'll give you an example of that, and that's with the bias right here. This is more square, right? This is more bright, dark, bright, dark, bright, right? I have it set to an extreme value, so just for the sake of demonstration, right? We have our speed, 15 and 30 IPS. What is IPS? IPS means inches per second. And that's how fast the tape is being fed through the machine and recording. So naturally, if you have a faster tape speed, you have more resolution that's printed onto the tape. Slower means slower resolution. These kind of affect, the high frequency content. Faster is the tape, the more clear the high frequency content is, because the high frequency wiggles a lot faster. So I would stick to 30 inches per second. Yeah. Harmonics. These add even harmonics to the signal, and it makes it just sound, more harmonically pleasing, as opposed to odd harmonics, which I'm gonna get into in a later video. Now this is where the cool part comes in. So tape bump is it adds a low emphasis, and that's why people love tape so much, is because it adds low end and very pleasing low end. It's a mixture of compression and saturation. It's very unique. That's working under the hood in this plugin. And yeah, so I'll just give you an example. You can really boost the low emphasis, and it always sounds good. It's easy to overdo, but it sounds good. It's one of my favorite things. And what I'm doing is I'm bypassing with this little on-off tool. Right? Really, really beefy low end. I like it. You can also add some high emphasis. This emphasizes the high end. So say if you have it at 15 IPS, which is kind of, I'm not going to judge. You can do what you want, and you lose a bit of the high end because the tape is going slower. You can emphasize that, and that adds a nice color, makes it sound, more dirty or whatever, right? Anyway, that is vintage tape. Should be used sparingly, and you can do all sorts of fun stuff with it. I mainly use it for the low emphasis because I like a lot of low end, and yeah, it sounds great. Anyway, hope you learned stuff. Take care, and have a good one.